Hey there, so I picked up a block of bubinga wood. It's a nice grain on it, and I had cut a strip off and then halved it, and I decided I want to make a pen. I bought a pen blank or a pen mandrel, and I want to give it a try. So I cut a strip off of that and then cut my blanks. But you also mark you got to mark where you cut, so these two ends can go back together so your grains meet up on the pen. So you cut your blanks, make sure that you keep the two edges lined up, and we'll drill, I think it's a 7mm hole to accept the fittings on the inside. So let's get that done. Okay, so I marked center on my block there, and we'll drill out 7mm. Alright, so next we want to glue in the fittings. What I did was just sanded them, give them an abrasive edge so the glue can accept it and get off any dirt and grime. And we'll glue these in. I just ground a pencil down so I can slip it in there. You want to make sure you get good coverage for glue. Make sure it doesn't come out the other end. And we'll let that dry. We'll do the same to the other. So now that we have the tubes glued in, you want to trim it off flush with the tube, so you use a barrel trimmer. This is the best method. And I like to do it in the drill press. You can put it on the end of a cordless drill or whatever you want, but I find this keeps it square, so we'll do it on the drill press. It also cleans up any excess glue that's in the tube as well. You just want to go till you're flush to the barrel till you see the top of that brass. So, I don't know if it'll adjust here, but until you're flush, and then do the same to all four sides. So here's the pen mandrel I picked up, and we'll get the pieces mounted on. I like to keep one bushing on the outside. Two on the inside, And then of course you want to make sure that, see, I put this on wrong. You want to make sure that you have your lines lined up that you had marked previously for the grain. It's best just to keep it all lined up. Then I got 2 extras for the outside. And this will mount on the lathe with tailstock and center. So let's get that mounted up. Alright, I now have it mounted in the lathe, and we'll go ahead and turn it. Ordinarily you'd use a gouge or something for the heavy stock removal. Unfortunately I don't have that. All I have is a bowl gouge, and that's what I'm going to use. So here we go. I do have a skew. I'm going to see if I can if I have any better luck with that, because this is going to take a while. And we'll just continue doing this until we're just about even with the bushings. So you just want to be half a mil up from the bushings. So I'll get back to you when I get down to that, to the bushing. There. So it's just right above the bushings. That allows you enough to sand it down and sand it flush with the bushings. I like to put a little bit of a taper on the front one so it's ergonomically correct, I guess you would say. So I'll go ahead and sand these and get back to you. I'll start at 150 down to 600. So I finished sanding it down to 600, and again I'm going to use the Ultra Shine. I don't know if you can see that, and see how that turns out. Just a note, this is only the second pen I've ever turned, so if anybody has any tips or anything, please let me know. So that's pretty nice, and once again I'm going to use beeswax just to give it a nice polish on there as well. So. Oh yeah, that's a nice shine. Hey, let's get the mechanisms put in. So here I've got it all laid out, and a note too, when you take it off the lathe, to make sure that they stay in the same position that you had with your marks originally, so the grain lines up when you put it together. Ultimately you'd like a pen press for this operation, but I don't have one, so I'll be using my trusty vise over there, and we'll see how that goes. But a pen press, of course, would be the proper way to do this. Alright, we're going to start with the tip first and slowly press that in there. Making sure that it is straight. Alright. So after you got the tip, you want to put the mechanism that opens and closes, or pushes the pen in and out. And there's a little ring here. You want to press it until you get to the ring. Now this one's tricky without trying to get it in straight without a pen press. So, because you don't want to, you want to make sure it goes in perfectly straight, or it will crack the wood. So when you get to that ring, what you can do now is just put the ink in, the ink cartridge, and give it a turn, see how far it goes in and out. Now this one doesn't go out far enough, so I'll have to press it in just a little bit more. Oh, no, I didn't have it screwed in all the way. Actually, that's pretty good. So I might just press it a little bit more. I'd like that tip to come out just a little bit more. That's pretty good there. So let's get the back put on. That's this part here. Now I like to line it up so it's not on a nice part of the grain, because there's some really nice spots. So I'll put it on just a plain area and then push that all the way in now, lock it in. So now that we have the back and everything in the front put on, you just slip the ring on there. Slide the back on and line up the grain with it all the way closed. There you have. That's it.